Hello YouTube and welcome back to the Horror Globe or on Falagar517, whichever one you went to. This is going to be my top 35 horror films to watch during the 31 days of horror or for Halloween. I know I missed a bunch, and I kind of cheated a little bit by condensing franchises into one category, and even there are certain things like certain films where I just counted it as one. Like, for example, here, let me pull up this, like House of Frankenstein and Frankenstein Meets the Wolfman. I just put that under one category. Or like the I Spit on Your Grave, the original and the remake, I put those in one thing. I don't know why. Okay, but let's start here. It's really in no particular order, okay? So when it gets down to one, it doesn't necessarily mean it's like the number one choice, okay? This is basically in any order. Um, Honestly, it started off as a top 10, and then I just couldn't decide, and then it turned into a top 20, and then top 25, okay, and then finally now a top 30. I could just keep going on, and then what's eventually going to happen is I'm going to be pulling down everything from my library for horror. So let's stop at 30. But okay, so here we go. So any kind of anthology horror films, such as what I have here, like Tales from the Crypt or Vault of Horrors, Creepshow 1 and 2, or like Trick or Treat, stuff like that. And then the VHS films, I hear are pretty good. I haven't seen them yet, but I might do a blind buy on those. So any kind of anthology films. We have this one here, which I did a review of many months back. I had my brother and Jerry with me for this. Is Martyrs. Okay, let me see if I can condense this a little bit here, make this better. Okay. Sorry about this, folks. Okay, so there we go. There we go. Okay, so here we are. Martyrs. Okay, this is a pretty good one. It's pretty disturbing, pretty sick. What happens to these two women? Trey Passer did a fantastic review of this, paired up with his Hotel Transylvania review, the pair of them. And then, of course, like I said, I have my review up as well. I might repost that one on the Horror Globe. I don't know. Passively. I'll see. I'll dig it up and put it on. Okay, so Martyrs. I don't want to spoil anything. I may not put that review up because there's some major spoilers to that. I might just reshoot a review of that, without the spoilers. So if you watch my other one, it's going to contain a lot of spoilers. Okay, so then we have Scooby-Doo 1 and 2. Both of these are just beautiful and fantastic Halloween films to watch. Okay. Next one is the Hatchet films. I'm not going to show everything, and I didn't pull down everything. So like the Hatchet films, which I have, but I just don't want to grab it. It's going to, leave too many gaps, and it's going to, kind of topple over. So the Hatchet films, and Hatchet 1, 2, and 3. The Friday the 13th films. I don't have that tin set just yet. I ended up ordering. I don't know why it's not here yet. It's been about a week, but the Crystal Lake Memories documentary. Another one I recommend watching too. If you're gonna watch, the Friday the 13th series, may as well watch the Crystal Lake Memories. It's like a 6-hour documentary on the franchise. This includes the what is it? The Friday the 13th the series with who was it? Chris Wiggins and Louise Roby, and I forgot who played Ryan Dallion. But it's they played Jack Marshak, Mickey Foster, and Ryan Dallion. Okay, so it's got so that series as well. It includes that in that documentary, and that's another thing to watch is the Friday the 13th the series. Together with the whole Friday the 13th theme. Okay, we have The Nightmare Before Christmas, We have the Innkeepers, and we have the House of the Devil. Both are Thai West films, and it's almost like a throwback to how they used to make old classic slow burn horror films. So great stuff. We got Paranorman, which have it. It's up there. I'm not gonna dig for it, but I have it. Okay, Paranorman. Okay. The Hellraiser films. Gonna showcase. Here we go. Here we go. So, the Hellraiser films, like, Hellraiser 1, 2. There's even a 4-pack Blu-ray that came out. I even have up there Hellraiser Deader. I don't know what number that is in the series, but I have it, and I still got to pick up that 4-pack of Hellraisers. I think it has Hellraiser 4 Bloodlines, and, like some of the other ones, like Hellworld, I believe. I think I've seen them all. I might have missed like maybe one of them, but I believe I saw them all. So the Hellraiser series. Like I said, no particular order. Okay, the Living Dead trilogy, such as Night of the Living Dead, Night of the Living Dead, Dawn of the Dead, and Day of the Dead. And if you want, throw in the remake in there as well. Okay. Any of those Universal classic monster films like Dracula, The Invisible Man, all that stuff. Maybe, hit different titles in there, such as, my personal favorites were like, I could think of right off the bat. I gotta, rewatch them all, but, 2 right off the bat I can remember. House of Frankenstein and Frankenstein Meets the Wolfman. Okay. And of course, the Children of the Corn films, particularly the first one. You don't have to hit them all, but, particularly the first one. Here we go. Dr. Giggles. Okay, part of this double feature. I don't know what this Otis thing is. I started watching it like 2 years ago, but I never finished it. So Dr. Giggles. Okay, that's a good one. Larry Drake is Dr. Giggles. Okay, do I have that here? And I have this as well, but I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna pull them off the shelf. Hostel 1 and 2. You don't really have to bother with the third one. It's not so good. Wicked Little Things. This one stars a young Chloe Grace Moretz. They're kind of like, it deals with these zombie ghosts, and it's like a revenge tale. It's a good one. I Spit on Your Grave, the original one and the remake one, and I hear the second one has like more kills as well. Pretty sick kills, which I haven't seen that, but go ahead and throw that in there as well. Okay. What else have we got? Where am I? Okay, Beetlejuice. Okay, Beetlejuice. Okay, and then Beetlejuice. Okay. So see that Todd Browning's Freaks. Watch that one. It's classic. Todd Browning, the same director of Dracula, 1931, Bela Lugosi. Probably various other horror films, but right off the bat, I can only think of Dracula. Okay. Here we go. We got the Scream films here. I could have gotten the mask set I saw at FIE for $20. It was like a mask and a Blu-ray, and it had all the films and the documentaries. But I had these already that I picked up, years ago, and like a few years ago, and it has all the documentaries, so I didn't want to repurchase it just for that mask. So here we go. This has Scream 1, 2, and 3. It even has 2 documentaries here: Still Screaming, the Ultimate Scary Movie Retrospective, and Scream: The Inside Story. Okay, and then we got here Scream 4, which is okay. There we go. Okay, fantastic stuff. Okay, so where are we at here? Scream films. Okay. Okay. The Evil Dead films. Okay, particularly the first one. So there we go. I have all 3, of course. You can skip the Army of Darkness if you want. It's not technically a horror film, but if you just want to complete the series, go ahead and watch all 3. And go ahead and throw the remake on there as well. The remake was also quite good. Not as good as the original ones, though, in my personal opinion, but still. So Evil Dead. There we go. What else have we got? Evil Dead films. Okay, here we go. Burnt Offerings. Burnt Offerings, okay. This is Karen Black and Oliver Reed. Yeah. Why not throw in The Brood in here as well? Also another Oliver Reed film. That was a sick one. So yeah. So Burnt Offerings or The Brood. Okay. So I kind of I'm cheating. Okay. It's kind of a little bit beyond the 30 horror films. Top 30. What else have we got? Okay, Burnt Offerings. Oh, okay. Here we go. May as well put the other one down as well. But here we got Garfield's. What is it? Garfield's Halloween Adventure. Okay, so I just did my review of that. So check that out. Okay, what else have we got? Okay. George C. Scott in The Changeling. Not to be confused with the Angelina Jolie Changeling, which was also fantastic, but not a horror film. So The Changeling. Great image here of the the wheelchair casting the shadow of the boy in the wheelchair, which is it's the spirit. Yeah, so great slow burn, I guess horror drama, and, mystery, and suspense too. It's got all that stuff. Yes, it's great. Okay, and to go along right with it, makes an excellent double bill. With The Changeling is The Haunting of Julia. Okay, Mia Farrow. Okay, fantastic slow burn horror film as well. Okay, Haunting of Julia. Okay, so we have this to watch. Is the was a show on the Discovery Channel apparently, but I never caught it. But A Haunting, and I'm going to be watching these. I don't know if how many of these I'll get around to, how many seasons, but there's 4 seasons. So pick this up. It was only $20 at Fry's. A Haunting. Okay, so this is a great show to put on. I mean, I've seen some before. I just don't I haven't opened up mine. Saw it from rented on at the library and good stuff. Okay. Okay. Here we go. We got Casper, Bill Pullman and Christina Ricci. This is a fantastic kid-friendly horror film. Good stuff. We're getting down to it, folks. So after Casper, The Exorcist, the franchise, if you want, the whole films, Exorcist 1, 2, and 3. I know it just recently came out, some 40th anniversary, was it? I don't know if it was a 40th anniversary. It's either like the 30th anniversary, the latest edition of the Exorcist film, the first one. So at least hit that one. I have the DVD of it that came out many, many years ago, but I plan on upgrading that. I don't want to spend $40 for it, so I'm going to wait till it gets cheaper. Okay, and here we are. Hotel Transylvania. Nice lenticular. Did that change? Maybe it says a human or as a vampire and then a bat, and then you got what's a kid? Well, I forgot the kid's name. But anyways, sees Frankenstein here, and then him as a boy. Okay, so great stuff. And then, of course, the Halloween films. I guess I can pull it down. What used to belong over there, though? Just to keep it in place. Okay. Hold on. Sorry about this, folks. It's all in real time here, folks. Sorry about this. Let's go ahead and put Martyrs back. And there we go. There we go. Halloween. You might have seen in some of my previous videos where I have the other Blu-ray of it, the first edition that came out, and then I also have the Anchor Bay DVD, the 2-disc set. I still have that left behind at my dad's house. When I do an update, I'll show that. But okay, so here we are. Okay, so that's it. I managed to take the backing off. So Killer Nerd, I know you mentioned about not taking off the backing, but you know, if you take it off soon enough, it should be fine. See, as you can see, it's perfectly fine. So go ahead and take that backing off. It won't damage it, and I still have to get another case for this because I don't like how it's just kept in a cardboard sleeve. So there we go. Hope you guys enjoyed this top 30 video. I know it went over top 30, but hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it gives you some, I hope it helped a little bit in deciding you know, some other alternate Halloween titles to see. I mean, some of them are kind of like alternate titles, but I guess a lot of these are pretty mainstream, but that's okay. It's what I have. You want to see some really obscure titles, go check out Psychotronic Broadcast and try to get a hold of those titles. And Aaron Penn, the horror master himself, and horror film connoisseur and documentary connoisseur. Night of the Creepy Monster Squad, TJ Pyramids, Killer Nerd 75. We can't forget, you know, him. I think his name is Joe. I think he gave me the name before. No, Dave. I'm sorry, Dave. I'm sorry. How can I forget? Okay, pretty much everyone in the horror globe. Go check us all out. Yeah, good stuff. So go ahead and subscribe to the Globe. Subscribe to everyone involved in the Globe, and subscribe to you know, to Falagar517, which is me. Okay, thank you guys for watching, and happy Halloween, and farewell.